Konnichiwa, kia ora, hi, welcome to my channel. My name's Penny and I'm a New Zealander studying Japanese in Japan. As you see, I'm still in the wheelchair, but I'm starting to be able to walk with crutches. Today's Sunday and I am going to Tokyo today. I just needed to get away. I've found a hotel that's wheelchair accessible and has wheelchair accessible rooms. And on Monday, first thing, I'm going to go to the ward office in Shinjuku, and also I'm going to go to the doctors and let them have a look at my ankle because I think it's infected. I did find a rogue stitch in there and I pulled it out, but the area is looking a bit gnarly. So I've just heard from the hotel and the disabled room that I booked isn't available tonight, so I've asked them for something similar. So that's the first thing to know, that pre-booking in advance and ensuring that you tell them you want a disabled room, because I chose the filter wheelchair access and I thought the room would be wheelchair access as well, but it doesn't seem like it is. So we'll see how we go. I've got my crutches with me. Okay, so I'm on a escalator for wheelchairs. Was the wheelchair escalator. Oh god, I'm so nervous. Okay, so we made it down, we're on the platform. Someone's having a little rest over there. When Monza and Nakacho didn't have an elevator, they just had an escalator. So we arrived at Higashi Shinjuku. It's just down the road from Kabukicho. I'm going to stay in this hotel right across the road. It's called E Hotel. There's a coffee shop there. I think what I might do is book into the room and put my crutches down, and so then I can have a look around. Underneath the hotel it's got a Tully's. First impressions, it looks like a nice hotel. Okay, so this is E Hotel. I'm assuming I've only got an option of one or two, and we're on one, so that's going to be two. Konnichiwa. So I've just checked in. The room is small, so I can't put my wheelchair in the room. They, as I said, they only had one wheelchair accessible room and that's taken. But luckily I've got my crutches with me and I can move around with my crutches a little bit, so we're going to leave my wheelchair in reception and they're going to charge it up overnight, and I'll use my crutches to go to my room. I'm going to do a tour of the room when I come back, but I'm just going to have a look around the area. I think it's going to start raining soon, and I didn't bring my raincoat with me. I've left it in the hotel room. Anyway, let's have a look and see what's there. So the hotel was called E Hotel. They're very helpful. And we're kind of near Kabukicho. Let's have a look on the map, see where we're going to go. So we're walking kind of down towards Shinjuku, and we'll see there's like lots of people wheeling suitcases. We're going to go have a look at Hanazono Shinto Shrine. Haven't been there before, so it'll be good to see how far we can get into the shrine. So we're in Shinjuku. Shinjuku is quite kind of a large area. Okay, so we're just coming up to a beautiful old tree. It's huge. Hanazono Shrine is right in the middle of Shinjuku. Look at those gates, they're ginormous. So there's quite a few steps up here, so I don't think I'll be able to get up there. I'll have a look. As soon as you walk in through the shrine gates, it feels so much quieter and more peaceful. Okay, so I found another way to get in. This shrine has a long history and it's said to be over 400 years old. So they've got Goshrin here as well, so I think I'm going to get one. Many local people come here to pray for good health, success in business and good fortune. That's something I definitely need. Considering it was in the middle of Shinjuku, it definitely wasn't that busy. So beautiful. So you get a present. This is ocha tea. That was such a lovely shrine to visit. It really felt like it recentered me, and it was exactly what I needed. And I kind of wheel around a little bit and turn the corner, and voila, I'm in Kabukicho. Now this was actually quite a vibrant and interesting part of Tokyo to visit. I don't know if I can actually recommend visiting Kabukicho, but it is kind of interesting maybe to have a quick look. I always like looking at the billboards because they seem to do their makeup so well, and they do look quite handsome, if you like that type of thing. Look at all those roses, it must have cost a fortune. I just had to show a few more billboards of the boys. It started raining, so I decided to go back to the hotel, and I'll give you a walk through the room. Well, it's only a small room, so there's not really much walking to be done, luckily. So it was a double room, come into like a hallway, and you could see the bed straight away. It was comfortable. It had a good bathroom, you know, exactly what you needed. The one thing which was a little bit disappointing, they did have tea coffee making facilities, but they just had options of just some green tea. It did say it had city views, and there we are. There's the city views.
I'm off to the wood office. Pretty busy here. And it's raining, so I've got my raincoat on.
The hotel was only around 10 minutes away from the ward office. That's why I chose the hotel. I tried to get something quite close by because I knew it was going to be raining. Getting to the ward office early was good because there was no queue and it didn't take too long. I've just come out of the ward office and put in all the information, so it's going to be 3 to 4 months until I find out whether I get a partial refund, so I'm looking forward to hopefully that. Next stop was the doctor's, and this is where my daughter met me, and just having my rehabilitation now, and afterwards I will see the doctor and let him know about my possible infection. I don't know if it is, but it's pretty sore. Just feels like it's 2 steps forwards and then 1 step back. But, you know, slowly I'm getting better, but it's these kind of hurdles which kind of put a dampener on things. So again, I'm having a x-ray just to see where we're at on the healing of my ankle. The healing process just seems so slow, but I do have to realise that it does take a bit of time.
2 months after operation.
Yeah.
So please sit down. So this is an X-ray of your fracture. This is front view.
Mm-hmm.
This is lateral. Consolidation of fracture is very good.
Yeah.
So please walk with this brace.
Yeah.
Okay? And your foot is very edema is very important. So when you
So the
stay at
doctor's
home,
asking
please
me
lift
to
up your
walk
foot.
more,
Okay.
but
And
it's just
by
so
yourself,
sore
you
when
do?
I do walk. So I must admit, I'm not at the moment walking to school.
Okay.
I use the
Maybe we
wheelchair,
have
but I
elastic
have
band.
started to try and use crutches once
So
I'm
by
in
yourself,
school
please
and
continue to have
kind of
it.
walk around the
I think
room in
X-ray is
crutches,
very good.
but
2
yeah,
months.
it's just
Okay?
so slow. Very frustrating.
There was pus coming.
Pass.
Pus.
What is this pass?
Infection.
Infection?
Yeah.
So
Because you have a pain?
Yeah.
You have a fever?
So I've
But
been,
in this case, you have to take medication. I think this is an infection only superficial.
yeah,
This is not deep.
okay,
If it is deep, you have to have operation. And you have a fever,
yeah.
a very strong pain, you cannot walk.
I think yesterday was
The
worse,
doctor
but
was
yeah,
it's
today
just
I
a
No
slight
matter.
infection.
So
It's
it's
not
very easy to
a
have
major
infection.
infection, which is good, because
But this is a
otherwise if it got
superficial.
into the
I think
bone
clean
or
and get
like
it
the
popped up.
screws, then I
So
would
do
have
you
had to
want
have
to do
another
sterilization by
operation.
yourself
So
every
just
day?
antibiotics.
Yeah, yeah.
消毒のセット作ってあって。After a shower, you will do by yourself.
Yeah.
Sterilization. Okay?
Thank
Every
you.
day, every night. 問題はこれが入るかだよね。
The nurses here are just so gentle and very kind and considerate. I'm glad I actually found these doctors. Well, actually my daughter found them for me and made the first appointment. Okay, so next we're going to go to a cafe and have a coffee and have some breakfast. We found a cafe and it's called Mickey's Cafe and wheelchair accessible, and they were very, very welcoming. It's not too big inside, but they made way for me in my wheelchair.
Thank you so much.
And we had a lovely breakfast. My daughter had a blueberry smoothie and it was made with some bananas. She really recommended it. She loved it. So I'm not sure if I like having banana in a drink. And then I had egg and bacon on toast, and my daughter had the same. It was actually called avocado toast, but I'm not too keen on avocado, so I had mine to the side. Hi. はい、ありがとうございました。So they're going to help me get to Missy Kasai station, and we're going to change at Kudansta. So yeah, now I'm going to say goodbye to my daughter, which is really sad because I don't want to say goodbye to her. But see you later, darling. Thank you so much for shouting me lunch, and yeah, off we go.
I know, good luck with class.
Thank you so much. I've got to go to the pharmacy as well and get my antibiotic prescription. So I'll do that when I get to Missy Kasai. Okay. In the pharmacy, once you've given your prescription in, they give you a number, and when it's ready you get called up. It's pretty efficient actually. By the time I got to school I was a little bit late, but jumped straight into class. Done some bit of kanji homework. Do I remember it? Well, only time will tell. Not sure if I do. So I'm going to now make some breakfast. That I'll have some eggs. And I've got my onion and tomatoes. And some cheese. So I made a pork chop yesterday, and I still have some onions that I didn't use, so that should be fine. And then I can just wrap that back up. A couple of times I've used like 3 eggs, and I'm not sure. Oh my gosh, there was a double yolk. Look at that. The double yolk there. Well, it's quite cool, wasn't it? That's the first double yolk I've had in Japan. This butter's from Hokkaido. Guys, this has got quite a good lot of protein, and I do try and focus on having enough protein. I think sometimes it's quite challenging. One omelette with tomatoes, cheese and onion. So it doesn't take long to cook. Looks nice. Yeah, omelette, itadakimasu. Oishii. One thing about when you're cooking your own food, at least you know what's in it. Especially when you find a hair. It's like, what the hell? Yes, hopefully it's only mine.
I have found that over the last couple of months since my accident, I seem to be experiencing a bit of hair loss. I think it was the shock from the accident, and I've just noticed it when I've had a shower. There's more hair in the drain.
So just need to put my brace on because it does give me a bit of support.
Getting the infection in my leg did give me a bit of a shock, because I did have a friend who had the same situation, and she had to have a operation to try and get the infection out, and in the end they had to take her leg off just below the knee. So it really did worry me about whether this was a beginning of something worse to come. Let's hope the antibiotics work.
So I have been trying to put my wheelchair kind of out the way so I can walk a little bit more. So it's like putting some weight on my foot. I feel like it is getting better. It is quite sore. I think getting up the stairs is going to be a little bit challenging, but hey, I want to think positively anyway. So I'm off to school, and yeah, I've got to hurry because it just took me a little bit longer to get out today. That's okay. I should get there on time. I'll just put my foot down or my hand down and let's get going. So yesterday we had the typhoon. Some gnarly clouds up there though. Just about at school. This time I've got like 3 minutes, so I should be able to get there. Do need to get some sort of drink, so if I pass another vending machine, otherwise I'll quickly go to the second floor and get something.
So that's us. Thank you so much for watching today.
coming into
Please
school.
don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Hype if you can. And until next time, see ya.